Hi, chat. Ow. Hi. Ow. Ow. Hi. Hello. How is everyone? How are you? How are you? Bells to the face. Yeah, I do like getting bells on my face. Wait. I become a fish. Blub. Blub. Anyway, hi everybody. I'm sorry I was a couple of minutes late. I had to stop and get gas. Jeff Man chomping literally at the bit to get in. He got first and take meds. Congratulations. The worst indeed. Captain Cupcake jumping the bar and redeeming a check-in before I'm even here. Hello, Captain Cupcake. How are you? Welcome in. I see a Paradox and a Lucier as well, and a Ganon peeking. Ow. Jeffman with the 115 streak. Jeffman streaking away with my spare teeth. Yes, apparently you are. Apparently you are. Hi, Hnetu in chat. Also, hope you're doing well. Also, this is apparently stream check-in number 79. Ooh, 80 tomorrow. Nice. Hello, Paradox. Welcome in. Hello, Cass. Welcome in. Hello, Lucier. Welcome in. Scatter! Hello, Black Dragon. Welcome in. Hello, Sapsy. Welcome in. Hello, Jeffman. Welcome in. Hello, Asa. Welcome in. Hello, Tyler. Welcome in. Bells to the face! I'm having a day. Blah, blah, blah. Hi. A gamble, which I'll do in a second, once I figure out what it is. Equic, Mail, Loken, Mika's, Loken, Bailiff, Loken, Skybird, Loken, and it was like we need to sacrifice someone. Shut up. TK, hello, Loken. Sacrifice Jeff, man. No. Hi, that one positive shark. Chat, press 1 if we should... stop it. Stop it. You're not sacrificing anyone. They'll come back in the cloning bay. Heads means oh, well, for you, well. Oh god, you're exploding again. Ganon with a 5-stream streak. Gremlin in. What does that even say? Don't touch my beats? Is that what that says? Does that say don't touch my beats? You're having a giant Mike's Harder Lemonade. I got something hard for you. Hayden, hello, come in. Lenny, hello, come in. You could use a haircut. That's 11 out of 12. I'm really lucky with those. Hue. What? Hi, everybody. I'm still very congested, and I am officially out of tissues. I have to purchase more. I should have done that tonight. Did I? No, because I'm bad at things. Hi. You Tweak too? Happy 115 Tweaks. Wait. I went through an entire box of tissues in the past 2.5 days. I'm fucking dying, chat. Do not send me tissues. I will go and purchase my own tomorrow. God damn it. I'm gonna go after I go to the dentist. So we're doing a very short stream tonight. Yes, I have a throne. You can send me things if you really want to. Oh my god. Thank you.
BL4CK_DR for Gun gifted a tier 1 subscription to Tissue Collector.
Thank you.
Xena just subscribed for 71 months. Beep.
Thank you, Black Dragon, for gifting a sub to Tissue Collector. And thank you, Sabzi, for gifting a sub to yourself for 71 months, which gives you a hype train. Congratulations! Why is that a user? I don't fucking know. Darkshade, hello, welcome in. Yes, the throne does have anonymous surprise gifts set up to it, so if you really want to send me something, you technically can. Do I recommend it? No, but you can. Also, guess who finished the shitty history essay within 3 hours this morning? Nice job. Ow. Hi, Vivid. So we're gonna do a really short stream tonight because I have a dentist appointment in the morning. I went earlier in the... Hi, that one positive shark. Welcome in. I went earlier in the month and they were like, hey, you need to come back because we think there's a cavity under your crown or whatever. And I was like, well, fuck me. Okay. And they scheduled it for a Thursday, which is not the best. I prefer to schedule them on Fridays so that I don't lose out on stream time. But yeah, we're doing a really short stream. Bye. No. Hi, Synestia. so I always schedule it first thing in the morning at like 8 or 9 o'clock, just in case. That way I don't have to miss my day job, because I don't like taking day job days off, though I might, we'll see. But it means that I will need to get some sleep. It means that I will need to get some sleep. Listen, my teeth were really bad for a while because depression and not caring about yourself for about a decade does a lot of damage. But, and also not having insurance to get them fixed. Hi, Hawkslight. But I've gotten very, 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 very much better. And this is the first time that I've had an issue in, like, 2 years. But it does mean... it does mean that I need to go and get it checked. Yeah, depression and not having insurance. Handshake emoji. Oh. Water? I'll take a drink. You know, mind goblins are assholes. Listen, I'm better now. Not great, but better now. I do take care of myself, and brushing my teeth is easy now. Whereas before, I was like, well, I'm gonna die anyways, who fucking cares? But now I'm alive, so, you know. You think your teeth are prone to unpreventable cavities? That's... I don't know. So anyway, so I have to do this first thing in the morning, which means that I need to be out of the house by about 7:30, which means that I need to get up at like 7, which means that I need to go to sleep at a reasonable time. I can't be going to sleep at 6 a.m. like I normally do, because that would be bad for me. I'm gonna have a bad time. You had a semi-healthy dinner, now you need a fucking cake. Me turns around and shows ass. But because that means I have to get up early, I had two choices. I could either cancel stream tonight and we would just not stream at all, or I could do a short stream. So we're probably only going to stream for like an hour and a half-ish. I'll end at like 1, I'll go straight to bed. Everything will be kosher, I'll get up tomorrow, and we'll get back to our regularly scheduled mouse on Saturday. So yeah, I was thinking of also doing a thing for May and playing the Metroid games, like the old ones, because guess who never played Metroid growing up? Every time I clear my throat, I feel like I'm sounding like Chain Chomp. No puns! Thank you for the 10 stream streaking. Please what? Your molars naturally have such deep grooves in them that the dentist is literally saying that cavities are going to be inevitable no matter how well I brush. That sucks. Is what me? God, it's like... I understand why dogs kick their feet when you scratch them just right. Your birthday is in May? Hell yeah. Yeah, I've never played any of the Metroid games, ever. Not a single one. I have literally never played a single Metroid. But there's something that I've been wanting to play for a while, and I was thinking that maybe next month we do some of the older ones. Like, we start at the very beginning. We play the very first NES one. Thank you guys for the hype train, by the way. I swear, every time I clear my throat, I sound like the Chain Chomp. Hi, Agent. How are you? Welcome in. Entered as... You answered as I hit enter. Ah, yes. I have never played them in my life. I should play Metro as well. I started to, and I never finished it. Maybe one day. It's called the Scratch Reflex. I understand-y. I understand it. God damn. Ugh. I hate it here. So yeah, I was thinking that maybe, I was thinking that maybe we could do that. Guess what time it is? Good night! Candace say in the boots and the most badass bounty hunter in gaming. Hi, Koto. Welcome in. That'd be cool to watch you play it. You played a majority of them yourself. Yeah, I was not a Metroid kid growing up. Hi, Cassidy. Welcome in. I was a Legend of Zelda kid growing up. Ow. Or more so a Donkey Kong Country kid growing up. Also Super Mario World and the NES game that I associate most with is Gun Knack. But yeah, so I never played any of the Metroid games. So I was thinking for May, next month, we could play some of the Metroid games, and we could do Metroid. And depending on which ones I can get a hold of, yeah, we'll see how we do. Hi, St. Jacob. I need to blow my nose, and I have no tissue, so I have to use a paper towel. It's gonna suck. Actually, what I said is better. Yeah, Metroid. Hold on. I'll be right back. Okay. I look like I'm stoned. Look at how stoned I look. I look so stoned. Emulated or actual? So... Hi, Scarfire. Welcome in. We are always playing the legit... Yeah, we're always playing legitimate copies. So here's the thing. I have a Switch, and I have a, You'll think y'all like them? I hope so. I have a Switch and I have a capture card around here somewhere. So, like, all of the ones that are on the virtual consoles, I would play probably with that if I can. Because those are, you know, we're obviously playing legit copies. We're not playing anything emulated, obviously, for obvious reasons. Thank you, Scarfire, for the 20 streams of streaking. Thank you. But yeah, so assuming that, like, it, cooperates, we would play on that. Obviously, I'm not gonna go and find, like, an NES, because I don't have my NES anymore. That thing's fucking gone. Who the fuck knows where that is? And me finding a copy of Metroid would be very difficult, but playing it on the virtual console, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I think that's a fair in-between. Because, again, where am I going to find a physical copy of Metroid in the year of our Lord 2026? So, you know. You know. The first Metroid is on Game Boy. Lies. The first Metroid was an NES game made by Nintendo R&D 1, which was released in 1986. The NES one was the second Metroid, which was the Return of Metroid 2, Return of Samus. The second Metroid is on Game Boy, correct. The third Metroid is Super Metroid on the Super Nintendo. And then there's an 8-year gap before Metroid Fusion came out on the Game Boy Advance. And then there was Metroid Prime, which was a GameCube game. And then we started to get into the Prime games, which were mostly the 3D games. Excuse me. Will I have time to get through all of them? No, probably not. I'm gonna kill my cat. He's being obnoxious. But I would go through as many as I could. My phone is not muted. They also remade Metroid 1 with Zero Mission on the GBA. Oh. Listen to me. Listen to me, chat. Listen to me. Listen, fuck it. I am not a games historian. I am not familiar with these games. I don't know them that well. I am simply here trying to say that I might do that next month as, like, a themed thing that we do. So please, do not inundate me with pointless knowledge about but this technology will actually... Shut up! I'm not a video game historian. Okay? Just let's have fun with it, alright? Don't try and one-up me with your special knowledge. You are the specialist boy, and you will get a head pat. Now shut the fuck up. Metroid Fusion was evil. When I was a kid, at least one of the bosses gave you nightmares. Aw. You played the GameCube one in Sag, you never finished. They also remade... Okay, yeah. Yeah, just let me vibe appropriately, okay? My math teacher used to ask if I was special. Ed, your name is Jeff. You're special Jeff. Obviously. You're special Jeff. My Filtrum is raw, chat. My Filtrum is fucking raw. I already know that Samus is a woman. And I've seen Grom play Super Metroid enough times that I know pretty much what's gonna happen. But, you know. I don't like it when people are like, but I can one-up the knowledge because I have video game knowledge about this. Shut up. Don't inundate me with things. A psychiatrist came to school just for me because you were special. Is it rude if I say that explains a lot? I mean that in the most loving way possible, Sebzy. You don't have to say that you're an ad jail. Anyway, so yeah, Saturday. So so Saturday we're gonna go back to Mouse, which hi Crisper. You just started Supernatural. The show is good so far. Don't watch all of it, okay? You don't want to watch all of it. You only want to watch like a third of it, all right? You got to watch like the first like 6 seasons and then cut that shit out like cancer. Because it gets so much worse as time goes on. The first couple seasons, good shit. Real fun. Great theme song. Awesome. The rest of it, dog shit. No, I understand, Shark. It's okay. Am I feeling better? I am feeling better than yesterday, but as you can probably tell, I am still congested. Ow. You're gonna get jump scared to hell and back by dinosaurs tomorrow? You decided to pick up the aisle? Have fun. There's a lot of noises happening. Hi, Star.
To 1,819 gifted a tier 1 subscription to Theny Positive Shark.
Thank you. Thank you, Paradox. I appreciate that. I have to sneeze. Oh my god. That's gonna have consequences. Oh. Sound like a fucking smoker in an 80s cartoon. Sending healing vibes to the dentist. Is it good to help? Me too, I hope so. Hi Gilgamesh. Hi Gilgamesh, how are you? 100 million bless yous. It's okay. There is no blessings here. I am not holy in the eyes of the Lord. I have sinned. You know, like, yeah. I have to delete those again. Claw from Inspector Gadget sounding motherfucker. Now look at you next time, Claw. I have to blow my nose again. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna bring the fucking roll of the paper towels in here. Hold on, because I'm gonna die otherwise. I'll be right back. Ah! Welcome back. Went in Norse. In Norse, I bless you. Thank you. Wait, Norse, aren't you Mesopotamian? Aren't you like Mesopotamian or something? Hello, the creature. Thank you for the head bash. Okay. I brought in paper towels. These are not as good as tissues. They are destroying my face, but I'll live.
This is an
Also, damn it. Ooh, woo. Ooh, woo, you motherfucker. I got some vitamin D gummies while I was up, because my vitamin D is always low. I need more Ds. I am, yes, but one has connections. Fair. Hi, Atlas. Welcome in. I bless you in the way of the deep ocean. No, I'll sink. I'll sink. I'm very dense. My jacket. Thank you for jacketing off in my channel. I got some vitamin D for you, sun grab. Okay. There is a YouTube channel that has been showing up on my YouTube feed lately, and it's fucking beautiful. All right? It's, I explain something to you, but we both have a CTE. I don't know what a CTE is. What is a CTE? Chronic traumatic encephalopathy is a neurodegenerative disease linked to repeated trauma of the head. The encephalopathy symptoms can include behavioral problems, mood problems, and problems of thinking. The disease often gets worse over time and can result in dementia. Okay, so he's explaining things. It's a concussion. Okay, so it's like sports guys. He's explaining things in like ooga booga ways, and he's got a tablet in front of him with the thing, and he's like, "You fat. That tap tap tap. Fat make you sad. Tap tap tap. Need less calories. Tap tap tap. Calorie deficit means less calorie than normal. Tap tap tap." Or less calories than you need. Tap tap tap. Not less calories than normal. Tap tap. Normal not always what you need. Tap tap tap. It's so fucking great. And the vitamin D thing made me think of that, because one of them is like, need vitamin D? Take supplement? No. Vitamin D come from sun. I'll link it in the videos channel, one of them, because they're very funny. They're very funny. I have linked it. Thank you for clipping the specialist boy thing, by the way. Yeah, ham remains, exactly. CTE is when you get too many bonked ahead. Good to know, Green. Thank you. Hi. Oh, man. Vitamin D. I was gonna say something. I don't remember what it was, because my memory is dog shit. I'll get the sun when it stops melting me instantly. True. Hi, Magpie. Welcome in. How are you? Chat, Tippy's been working on my model. My new model. I'm excited. She's doing some cool shit with it. Chat, she's doing some cool shit with it. Chat, guess what Tippy's doing for me? Guess what Tippy's doing for me? Guess. Scientific term is got hit in the head with too many horseshoes. Oh, I see. Ah! Hi, Lola. Lola. How was the rest of Pathologic? I was lurking until I started streaming. How are you? Go follow my twin. Yes, Tibby is in fact working on my model. Yes, it will have abs, but she's doing something different for me. She's working on twist bones. And if you know what twist bones are, that's really cool. And I'm excited. Was good. We got 2 or 3 patients successfully diagnosed, but we can time travel, so we actually can unfuck that pumpkin. But then you can refuck that pumpkin. How am I? I'm congested. I'm doing better than yesterday, though. I'm doing much better than yesterday. Thank you for Tibby command. But yeah, Tibby was showing me it last night, and she's been working on twist bones, and it's gonna be really good. I'm excited. It's gonna be cool. Meow. Doing good, but trying to wrap it up for bed at a reasonable hour. We're only gonna be streaming for about another hour tonight because of my dentist appointment in the morning. You're actually planning on saving for a Tibby model? Do it. Tibby makes good models. I've got a bone you can twist pants. Grab his dick and twist it. Grab his dick. Yo, this is an MMA fight. You can't. This is an MMA fight, dude. You can't say that, dude. It's an MMA fight. I'm gonna grab and twist. You can't just grab my dick. I've got 2 of them. Oh, can I tie him up in a knot? Can I give you the old dick braid? Can I rotate you like a short, the get rotated nerd meme? I love the get rotated nerd meme. It's very funny to me. My nose, I gotta blow my nose again. Chat, I gotta blow my nose again. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Okay, I won't, but only because you said please. But only because you said please. Yeah. But I will rotate you. I will rotate you. I'm gonna grab you and go whoop and rotate you. And you're gonna be like, oh, what the fuck? As you get rotated. Seriously, every time I clear my throat, I sound like a chain chomp from Super Mario 64. You can rotate me though. I like being rotates. Rotato. Rotate. Rotato. Wait, can I do like rotati? 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 Rotat! Rotate circle. So we're probably not going to be doing any games tonight because of the aforementioned short stream because of Dennis tomorrow. So what should we talk about, Chattertons? What should we talk about, my chat cats? Answer the fucking question right goddamn now. Boah. 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 Wow. Hnetu professional rotator. Subnautica 2 trailer tomorrow. What a fucking shit show Subnautica 2 is. I never even played Subnautica 1 because it wouldn't run on my PC because it tried to shit itself. It didn't like me being a VTuber. Maybe one day I'll play it, but I don't know. It's got that whole survival crafting thing that I'm really bad at. I was hoping the sequel would be Domnautica. Listen, if you need someone to dom you, I'm right here. It's actually gotten a lot better. It hasn't been an hour yet. It's only been 31 minuto out. 31 minutos. Switch Nautica. Hi Mira. I really wish that I could be the kind of person who did sidecasting, but like, I just never feel comfortable just watching YouTube videos for content. I feel like React content is just something that I'm not very interested in or good at. And that's not to say that it's not fun to watch some other people who either have insight on something or people who are, no, we're not doing games today, Paradox. We're not doing any games today. We have a very short stream. We're not doing games today. Because I don't want to, I'm not going to get into it and then like, I'll get an Isaac run and it'll be a red key run. And then I'll be like, I'll get an R key at the end and I'll be like, ah, well, we have such a good run. I got to keep going. And then suddenly I was supposed to end an hour and a half ago, you know? Crafton got kicked off the main publishing team. The CEOs of UWA have been reinstated and the US legal system told Crafton to fuck off. Good. Going to bed, not feeling good. My bed! Cassidy, do you want to hear something funny? You guys want to hear something funny from Reddit? I was on the virtual YouTubers Reddit, and someone said, what did they say? They said something about inside voices. Where the fuck was this? Oh, so this person skeeted, or no, they tweeted because they're on the Gross website. And it said, one time in rehab, the older nurse that was dressing my wounds teased me for having untied shoelaces, tied them for me, and said, see, that wasn't so hard, was it? Never change the paper on the medical table faster. Apparently having an old lady do that to her and say, see, that wasn't so hard, was it? Made such a mess in her pants that she had to change the paper that they put over the examination table. Jesus Christ. We love lesbian panic. Fucking apparently. Hi, Ghostly. How are you? I hope you feel better, Cass. A D. Cassidy. Cassidy. But yeah, no, I just want to chat today. I don't want to play video games because I don't want to get into a position where like I start a game and then I gotta like log off of it in the middle of something or whatever because I just don't have time. So, you know, we're just gonna do a short stream today. We're gonna chit chat for a little while. We're gonna do just chatting. I'm not gonna do React content because I'm not interested in that kind of content. And then random cool fact because it's Cassidy, are you okay? The entire ecosystems are able to form around whale carcasses at the bottom of the ocean. Yeah, but they're only temporary. You're doing all right? Good. You know what would make you even better? Titties. Breasts. Imagine, chat. Imagine breasts. Are you imagining them? Are you imagining breasts, chat? Melons, knockers. Hi, Fairleaf. How are you? Are you having an event? I hope you're having a good day. We love to support breasts in this house, chat. Breasts, chesticles, titties, sweater puppies. Yes. Look, there's that and other bits that run through your head constantly. Good. I know they're only temporary, but the fact that it happens so fast and leaves almost as soon as it arrives is fascinating. It is, in fact, fascinating. Boobs. Yes. Support these, shirt grab. I will. You love nature and ecology, as you should. As you should. Chidzilla would be good. You never heard sweater puppies? You've never heard the term sweater puppies before? Well, now you have. Hi, Reptilian. You're a huge science nerd? Good. Good. In general or selected topics? I don't know. Hi, Definitely Big Chungus. How are you? You're a huge history nerd? You're all fucking nerds. All of you. Every last goddamn one of you is a fucking nerd. You like apes? Neat. Me, I never would have guessed. But less sarcastic. Specifically, environment. Sesg? Sesg? Sounds like sesk. That's not a word. That's not a word. I need to come up with more words, chat. I need to come up with more words. I always need to come up with more words. You're a nerd for space and chemistry. Are you guys just going to take over the stream with your nerdiness? Anti-disestablishmentarianism be a science stream? I'm not smart enough to be a scientist, though. You will teach everyone about volcanoes? I'm not smart enough to be a scientist, though. Jesus Christ. Teach people about Dyson spheres? Those are very cool. Jugs, cans, knockers, bubbies, boobs, tatas, gazongas. Charlie's, Golden Gloves, Man Killers, Mother Brothers. Okay, Hnetu, listen up. Okay, I'm listening. You can learn a lot about a rock by licking it. Are rocks tasty? Are rocks tasty? Would it fuck with my alien biology? Can I... Salt is? True. You can eat book to absorb knowledge. What is this? The Gramorum Aganorum? Stop doing the freckles, they're mine! Depends on the rock. Only ones that have salt. What happens if I lick uranium? What happens if I lick uranium? Leave my freckles alone. Superpowers. Okay, you don't know. That's my anium! No more tongue. Your tongue gets you far in life. Uranium ore. What does happen? I don't know. I wish to lick depleted uranium. I had a friend who was worried that his salt would go past its expiration date. I was like, it's a rock that's used as a preservative. Why are we licking stuff? Not complaining, just asking. Good question. Hi, Tabu. Spell my name right. Yes, Tabu. Yes. Yes, little bunny. What can I do you for? You get uranium fever? But I'm an alien who's nigh indestructible. I should be okay. I got something to show me. I see. I see. Saltiest rock of all time. I think that would be pure salt. Just a thought. Just a thought. Actual lore question, how does radiation affect you? Not great. It's not the end of the world, but it's not great. If you cross tomato seeds, tobacco, and uranium, you make tobacco. That's true. Go to Blue Sky. I have gone to Blue Sky. I am on Blue Sky. You can't send it on the Discord. What's I would take a few minutes to yours. Is he Simpsons reference? Yes. I make a lot of references to things from the 90s. We're eating uranium. Okay, everyone, line time to see who got cool superpowers and who gets recloned. Listen, I like making classic Simpsons episodes to like the early seasons, but I dropped off and stopped watching it after a while. So, you know, meh. Halite is the saltiest rock. It's literally just a giant salt crystal.
PP.
PP. PP. P. 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 Yeah, so fun fact. You saw a really good steamed hams reference the other day. Chalmers talking to a Roman being like, you know, these Roman gods are quite similar to the ones I have in Greece. Tabu, just send me a friend request on fucking Discord. I'll accept it. Jesus. I will click accept, you fucking babbit. Sorry, not babbit. Bunny. You fucking bunny. Is that you? Where do I click accept? Accept. All right, I've accepted. You nerdlinger. That's what's the Swedish rock? So honestly, that's like half the reason. That's amazing, Tabu. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I appreciate the disdain in the eyes. I'm not going to show chat, but it's beautiful. Ha, friendship. One of the greatest things in gaming. Me immediately turns and friendly fires my friend. Oh no, patented Roman gods. Old Legion family recipe. Chat will get to see when it's done. Yeah. Yeah. I like how deep my eye markings go. They make me look much more evil than I normally do. I like that a lot. Maybe I should talk to... I look like, it makes me think of, what's the dude from Street Fighter that uses the, like, the claw weapon with the mask on? Vega? Makes me think of that for some reason. Cinnabar is one of the prettiest crystals in my opinion. You can't hold it because you get mercury poisoning. Oh, you're fine. Virgil? What if it was Vega? Huh. Oh, speaking of bison, when you accidentally invent gods that already exist, right? So Lola, I don't know if you caught it because I was mentioning this in your stream, but there was a TV show called Home Movies that was made by Brendan Small before he did Metalocalypse. And one of the characters in it was an older kid that Brendan knew. Yes, he named the character in the show after himself. It was the older kid who did the music for all of the home movies that they made. His name was Dwayne, and he had a band and played guitar. And there's an episode in which Dwayne is at the guitar instructor. The teacher is like, all right, I've taught you everything that I can teach you, and I'm going to give you a test. And so, you know, he has him do a bunch of things, and he's like, all right, now make it sound like my cat. Which one? The orange one. And he makes it meow like a cat. And he's like, all right, now tell a joke with it. And so Dwayne plays knock knock. Teacher goes, who's there? Dwayne plays a couple more notes, and he goes, Dwayne, that's not okay. And Dwayne's like, that's a dirty one. Do you know what the knock knock joke was, chat? The knock knock joke was knock knock. Hi, Cat Apple, welcome in. The knock knock joke was knock knock. Who's there? And the answer is, well, you wouldn't know, but your mom does. I don't know why I just giggled like a door that was creaking when it closed. Turns out you can't ask if I can punt a Lalafell today. No punting, Lola. They require a reservation, so you'll do it tomorrow. Okay. I'm a sucker for your mom jokes and these nuts jokes. I think it was Harakita. Hold on. So there's a VTuber named Harakita, and she posted on her Blue Sky a picture of herself, and it said, tonight your balls will be gone. And the top reply was, gone in your mouth. I'm an adult, chat. I'm a mature adult. Like, I was gonna make a comment about, like, oh shit, new bottom surgery dropped, but that was so much better than what I had planned that I was stunned into silence. Definitely Big Chungus, thank you for 115 streams of streaking. I appreciate your big chungusly nudity. I'm gonna blow my nose again. Speaking of silica, can I eat the silica packet? I know it's a desiccant, but I want to eat it. I want to. I want out of the simulation. Oh, so I was gonna say earlier, and I got distracted. I was gonna say a thing, and I got distracted, chat. I got distracted. I want you guys to know that like 85 or 90% of the movie nights that we do, I'll show you a desiccant pants grab. Whee! Boing. Nothing will happen except a stomach ache. I see. I don't want a stomach ache. Anyway, like 85 or so % of the movie nights that we do are literally just me showing you movies that I grew up on. Specifically so you'll understand my stupid jokes. Be a desiccant. Don't be a desiccant, be a desiccant. But seriously, 80 some odd % of the movie nights that we do are just me going, all right, chat, I keep making this joke and none of you fucking understand the joke I'm making. We're watching the fucking movie. And now you know why I'm broken. Movie night, let's watch The Simpsons Season 2. Ah, yes, the boy. I bought a fucking watering can. No! We like those movies, boss? You fucking better. That's from a movie, Are You a Mexican or Mexican? Oh my god. Everything's from a movie. I swear to God, I sound like a change-up. That last one hurt my throat a lot. Man, I like Danny Trejo. If I ever find anything bad about him, I'm gonna be upset. Buh. Broken? That's from Brokeback Mountain. Movie night. Ow. You sound like more like a thwomp. I didn't fucking ask your goddamn opinion, bitch. Hi, Daigumar. How are you? Oh, don't cry. What's next movie night, Kato? Excellent question. What is next movie night? Listen, every single one of you know you want a buff, strong woman to look down on you and say, I'm disappointed in you. Every single fucking one of you. And don't deny it. Don't deny it. You know damn well you want me to look down at you. I have to be careful so that you don't see my titties. You want me to look down at you and go, I'm disappointed in you. I know you can do better. Free thwomp. Every single goddamn one of you wants that. You're a power bottom. I'm gonna power drill you. Deny the disappointing. Oh my god, I wouldn't mind dying at my feet. You're damn right. Don't make me get art. Oh my god. Can we watch From Dusk Till Dawn? That is also a good one. Yeah, that is a good one. With the fucking crotch gun. Oh my god. The fucking crotch gun. We could watch that at some point. You're more of a praise guy? Well, fucking earn it then. You want a strong, buff woman to say nothing as I make a hearty meal for her when she gets home from work? I prefer to look down on others, not the other way around. Well, too bad. In this channel, you're the sub. In this channel, you're the sub. Whether you're subbed or not. You want shy, buff women in sundress and be all embarrassed? Okay, also good, yes. Watching it for hot girl getting her toes licked. That's Selma Hayek. Hi, Melissa. How are you? How do you not know her name? That's Selma Hayek. What the fuck is wrong with you? How do you not know who Selma Hayek is? Jesus Christ. Hayek. Or maybe Heyak. I always forget. But I would have known who you meant. I wonder if she has a sister named Patty. Simpsons reference! Crotch gun immediately reminds you of the time in Vampire the Masquerade when the signature evil shapeshifting envy vampire rips their dick off and throws it at a capitalist. Beautiful, Reduxist. Most base chat I've ever seen. Meh. Vampire the Masquerade War goes wild. I believe it. I believe it. I don't think I'm gonna play any more tabletop games for a while. I was actually thinking. Speaking of, I was thinking of collabs and stuff recently, and how like there's a game that just came out that's called Far Far West, I think it is, and it's supposed to be like you're like a robot guy in the Wild West sort of thing, but it's got kind of a Deep Rock Galactic vibe to it for up to 4 players. And I'm sure that's going to be like the next big friend swap game. But like, I don't want to do collab sort of thing unless fucking, don't talk about other streamers in my chat, unless like it's a scheduled, everyone's doing it and no one misses it, because trying to schedule things as an adult, it's okay, is very frustrating. You want a woman who... That's about it. Vampire has gone wild. You've been trying to get Tibby to play Vampire the Masquerade? If you knew what I knew about Tibby and tabletops, chat. If you knew what I knew about Tibby and tabletops, I am convinced that tabletop gaming and D&D is just foreplay for her. I don't know if it's true, but I'm convinced. I've heard some fucking stories. But seriously, stop talking about other streamers in my chat. But, like, no. So the point that I was making is that, like, I was thinking about Windrose and how it's probably a game that's probably a lot more fun with a bunch of other people, and playing it solo is really not fun. But the hoops that you have to jump through to schedule things with people and to have, like, an entire stream where everyone shows up and 4 of you are always there consistently every week is, like, I don't want to do collabs, man. That's too much work. Because everyone always flakes out on it. And it makes me frustrated because it's like, why am I the only neurotypical VTuber? God damn it. Why am I the only neurotypical VTuber? I fucking hate this shit. It's like wrangling cats. Do you know how hard it is to herd cats, chat? It's very hard. And I know because you're all chat cats and it's hard herding you. Damn it. Wait, what? Yes, you do. What am I waiting on? What am I whatting on? Who am I wearing on? Meow. Meow, 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 meow. I know you can hear my thoughts, boy. Meow, 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 meow. You're neurotypical? Yeah. Herd is the word. Yes. I'm not hard to be herded. Just put me in a corner with a yarn ball and I'm set. Brunyu. What? All my thought process is in the bin. Peen. Well, that's because that's where all your blood is. Fucking 14-inch bitch. Yeah, no, I am normal. I am not diagnosed with anything. Yeah, I've got anxieties, but like I'm neurotypical. Why? Are you trying to imply? Are you implying that I am atypical? Are you implying a level of spice in my brain cavity that I was not previously aware of? Why would you think that I have a spice in my brain case? That gawk is atypical? It's very average. On a good day. Hi, Melissa. I'm curious to what diagnoses are obviously present that I have missed. And I'm not being shitty, and I'm not like gonna ban you or anything. I promise. Hands up, I promise that I'm not gonna do, you know? Hands up, I'm not gonna ban you if you tell me anything. I'm legitimately curious to what sparks the spicy from you. That you're chaotically fun and entertaining? Listen. Hi, Melissa, welcome in. Doctor, you might be neurotypical. Drop your pants, let's find out. Blech. 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 But yeah, I've never been diagnosed with anything. Apparently my mother was asked by other parents when I was little if I'd been checked for anything, and the answer was no. I'm just, you know. The fact that you're sex positive in conversation is a plus, because I am very, very autistic with ADHD, and you seem to have some traits of ADHD, but I'm no doctor, so like, all right, so I'm gonna be very nice about this and give you a small explanation from my side of the screen when it comes to that sort of thing, because we've talked about this before, so this isn't directed at anyone in particular. I do have a bit of a stutter, but what it comes down to is that when I am streaming, a lot of it is stream of consciousness. I'm not thinking too hard about what I'm saying because I'm trying to be constantly filling the air, because the rule for streaming is to ABC, always be chatting. And so you have to be constantly coming up with new things to say because dead air is bad. Dead air means people leave stream. People leave stream bad. So you want people to be here, and so because of that, you have to be constantly jingling keys to keep them entertained. So I don't generally think about what I'm saying, I just say things. And when chat says something and I'm reading chat, especially if I'm in a game, I can easily get distracted and forgetful of, hi Vasca, of what I'm saying in the process. We have dubbed chat as the external intrusive thought because chat doesn't like it if you don't respond to them. So when chat is very busy and I am in the middle of a monologue and chat says something and I have to read the thing the chat says, I get distracted and then I forget what I was saying. So I do have a shit memory. But a lot of what I want to chalk it up to is that I am not diagnosed with any type of ADHD, and I am more than capable of sitting down and focusing on a singular task for long periods of time without interruption, though I do enjoy having a secondary sound in the background like a YouTube video or a stream up, just for background noise, because I don't like being alone with my own thoughts. I don't like being alone with my own thoughts, chat. That's a very scary place to be. But yeah, I'm more than capable of sitting down and hunkering and just focusing. Is that a fucking emote of a frog butt? See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm fucking talking about. Do you see what I have to deal with on the fucking daily? You see what I have to deal with? I have to deal with frog ass. I have to deal with people sending emotes into my channel of frog behinds. Do not say croaker cheeks. What's wrong with you? That should be a quote. I mean, if one of the mods wants to quote it. Fuck, do you even get an emote like that? It's great. Yes, the intrusiveness of chat is strong. Yeah, so you also only get to see a small lens of me, and that lens of me is usually when I am at my most chaotic, because I am trying to be entertaining and personable and also read chat at the same time. No, it's okay. I'm not mad at you. Listen, you could be right. I might be, but, you know. Listen, I've thought about it before, and it's like they do the thing, it's like, all right, chat, we're going to do the autism test. Explain to me how you brush your teeth. And I want you to know that a part of me is like, the fuck do you mean, how do I brush my teeth? With, you know, like toothpaste and a toothbrush. You get it wet and you rub it in your face. And then the other part of me just wants to go, with a fucking toothbrush, you fucking nerd. Next question. Right? So I'm not upset or anything. It's okay. I could be, who knows? But I'm not diagnosed with anything. I'm normal. You're paying attention. Stop that! Get that out of your hand! Excuse me. Ugh. Also, the whole joke about me being the only neurotypical VTuber is because, and I say this in the politest way possible, there's a lot of VTubers who I feel like if there weren't warning labels on bottles, they would not have made it to adulthood. There are a couple of VTubers out there that I know that if they didn't have a manager to hold their hand, they would not... No, they would be dead. You know, I'm diagnosed, but wait, there's more. Like, the number of people in the streaming space that are so unbelievably scatterbrained is baffling. And I'm not saying that to disparage them. How do you brush my teeth? With the howls of the damned as my thoughts slowly create horrors beyond one's comprehension for my DD comments. Like, I've heard some horror stories of people where it's like, to do the simplest fucking thing, they basically have to be led by the nose. It's bad. There are some people in the sphere that are just borderline non-functional. It's crazy. If I say something stupid, it's usually because you're ignorant, uninformed, and probably don't know any better. You're fine. I'm not upset with you. You're okay. You're okay. But, no, my nose. More so interesting mechanics and story plots. Oh, that's fair. Ghostly what? Ghostly what? But like, so it's kind of a joke where it's like, even with my level of unfunctioning bullshittery, I am still very typical compared to a lot of the people that are in the sphere. Because there are a lot of them that I feel like if they were left to their own devices, they would have wandered off into the woods somewhere. Lovely people. Lovely people. Absolutely fantastic. Entertaining. Intelligent. Creative. Loving. Caring. Beautiful people. Would absolutely have wandered into the woods and disappeared from society if this were the 1700s. Some of them should have not come back. And a couple of other wolves. But yeah, so, like, absolutely wonderful people. So you're saying witches, maybe. Some of them are absolutely wonderful people. They are beautiful. They are charming. They are intelligent. They are caring. They're absolutely fantastic human beings. But if left to their own devices, some of them need to be microchipped. You've gotten a lot better at planning, but good God, that was an absolutely me 2 years ago. Yeah. Yeah. Listen, that's the thing about it, is you have to find what works and what helps to make your life a thing. Now, granted, I do live my life on a fairly rigid schedule, but that's mostly because it's just easier that way. Like, it's easier to do things on certain days because it makes sense. Like, I do my laundry on Sunday because I have enough clothes to last me the full week, so I might as well do it before I go to work. And I grocery shop on Friday because I want to get all my good snacks for the weekend. And also because of stream. You literally got lost chasing butterflies when I was a kid. Oh no. I got something rigid for you. I'm gonna rip it off. So yeah, I am for all intents and purposes, I am neurotypical. And I make the joke that I am the only neurotypical VTuber because a lot of times I look at these people and I'm like, how are you not dead? How did you not drink the stuff under the kitchen sink? Because some of them I'm like, are you sure you didn't drink the thing under the kitchen sink? Because it would explain a lot. To be fair, if it was the 1700s, you would go and live in the woods because you can count the number of people you want to be near on like one hand. Listen, it would be very different. No, not my man gravy toothpaste tube. Stop. Listen, that one positive strike. If it makes you feel any better, I will let you in on a little story about my childhood. Would you like to hear a story about my childhood that might explain a few things about me? I was dropped down a flight of stairs as a child. A flight of wooden stairs with no coverings on them, head first. If I may say, I do have a hard time trying to figure out social expressions from others, especially when I'm texting people and not physically interacting with them. Listen, I'm gonna be real with you, Mean, because I think that's pretty normal. Because text messages and DMs and stuff, they lack the things like tone and body language and facial expression and stuff, it's very easy to misread something and to take something that was meant as a joke as dead serious, or take something that was meant to be dead serious as a joke or sarcasm or whatever. So don't feel too bad about that. I think that unless someone is telling you what their tone of voice is, it's very easy to be in a position where you might misunderstand it because you don't have all of those invisible cues that you might normally have.
Monkey Drajanka just followed.
Monkey D Rajanka, thank you for the follow. Do you have the power of D? So yeah, I was dropped off a horse as a kid. I was dragged by a horse as a kid. Thank you, there's a difference. You threw yourself off a table as a baby. Oh my god. Be free! Tumbles downstairs, yes. It's very difficult to understand tone of attack. Exactly, so don't feel bad. Will of D, is that what it is? It's been a while since I've seen or read or watched One Piece. I'm sorry. You work like this, you have a task to complete. My brain doesn't let me do it until I'm almost too late. Oh my god, panic, oh my god, everything is on fire. Yeah, you gotta take care of that beforehand. Dragged or drugged for the horse? No, there was no horse peen involved, thank you. I'm blowing my nose. Anyway, thank you for the follow and welcome in. Listen, I hate doing tasks as much as the next person. I find drugged by a horse. They have access to ketamine. Oh my god. Salutations. Oh my god, this congestion is fucking killing me. I've got a D for you. Hand you a dog shark. They're so cute though. Pinky, no! Yeah, like, I get that. I get that. It's the whole thing of, like, you say that you need to get up at a certain time, and then that time passes by 1 minute, and you're like, well, gotta wait until the next hour. In retrospect, all the kids from the 80s and 90s are wondering how we survived this long with all the things we went through. Right? Time to kill the congestion back. I'll just put a bullet in my nose cavity and go. Okay, that actually hurt. That was... That was a bad idea, John. That was a bad idea. Yeah. Raise his hand in early 2000s. I saw a thing on the Blue Sky earlier that was like, the difference between a millennial and Gen Z is if you can remember life before 9/11. We used to live like kings, chat. We used to live like kings. You're from 03? Baby. Child. Infant. Youngling. D's for everyone pulls that toy collection. You were born in 06. Babies. The lot of you. You were born in 2003? I was a senior in high school in 2003. I graduated in 2004. I was an adult when you were born. You are a child. I am not a baby. I'm a big lion. Child. You were born in 1990. Slightly less baby. Oh my god, I'm sick of being sick. In shark years, you're still a baby. As long as you're 18, it's fine, but I am going to call you a baby if you're younger than 35. I am going to call you a baby if you're younger than 35. If you're younger than 35, you were a child. I don't make the rules. I just enforce them. You're 26. Baby. Child. Youngling. Bebe. Mira is the only adult here. God damn it. Well, and Savsy. Ma is a MILF, but I've never had kids. Guess you're lucky then. Good thing I've always gotten along with people older than me. LMFAO. Man, LMFAO just keeps getting weirder. Meanie. Born in 88. Vasca is an adult. You are Monkey Diva Jonka, the ancient golden lion Vtuber. And even though I may have been born in April 5th, 2003, I'm 23 now. I am mentally older than and sound old. I see. Well, I'm almost 40, and you're a baby. Hi, Trogirl, welcome in. I'm old enough that I still put periods at the end of my sentence, you fucking degenerate bitches. If I'm a baby, does that mean I don't need to go to work today? Yeah, I'll give you a doctor's note. Somehow you would call me a baby, but my beard is starting to get gray. That feels wrong. Hey, I do that too. As a complimentary adult. Yeah, I still put periods at the end of all of my sentences as long as my fucking phone keyboard doesn't break. You know, because I'm not an idiot. Because I know how grammar works. Meh, 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 meh. Meh. No work, let's go. You put periods at the end of my sentences, and you have more than one sentence in my message. Well, I put them there as much as I can. Geezers, yes. You're 34, so you might actually be young for my beard to be getting gray. I don't know, I feel like 30s, mid-30s is about when you start to go gray these days. Listen, it could be worse, as it. You could be turning 30 in the 80s, and then you would have to look like a golden girl. You're also autistic? That's okay. That's pretty common among VTubers, as we were discussing. Again, I continue to be the only neurotypical VTuber. Back in my day, we couldn't afford punctuation. High functioning? That's okay. Like, you're fine. Also, the more enthusiastic I am, the more I use proper grammar and punctuation. So fun fact, chat. But the Golden Girls could get it. I mean, okay. If you ever want to know when I'm upset, I will start typing at you in an accent. So if you're ever worried that I might be mad at you, if I'm not typing at you in an accent, you're fine. When I start to type at you in an accent, that's when you know that I'm pissed off. When I start dropping G's off of the end of something-ing, when I say fucking instead of fucking, you know I'm pissed off. I have some Neurospice to share. You got plenty. Oh my god. Golden Girls are peak shade. Yeah, but they always had the... You do your best to use proper grammar, you just can't spell to save your life. That's okay. I liked watching Golden Girls with my old lady babysitter when I was little. Chogral out here trying to rob the grave. I'm just imagining like a 7-year-old Chogral sitting there and he's like, you like that show, baby? The babysitter's like 62. He just reaches out and puts his little 7-year-old hand on her thigh and she's like, you're 7, stop. If Hnetu is pissed off for more than 3 streams in a row, apply chocolate pretzels directly to the throat. True. I thought I was neurotypical and that I was told I might be ADHD, then you suddenly got your bipolar diagnosis. I feel like that's very different. I feel like those two things aren't necessarily the same. I'm not super easy to piss off, but when I'm mad, I tend to send walls of text. I just drop off the G at the end of things, and yeah. You can tell when I'm angry when I go from having swears in my sentences to a lack of swears. Yeah, it's when you go from being, like, hot firebrand angry to being ice cold angry, and it's like, oh. Oh. Ew. Ugh, coughed up something. Gross. Ugh, that's... I hate being congested. You start sounding southern as hell when I'm pissed. I did massage her shoulders because that's something I did for my parents. I figured all old people needed it because they had sore shoulders. That's fair, girl. You swear a lot more than usual. If only Ma would drop my G. Can feel the fjords of the north kind of angry. Uh oh. They're not. You just didn't gotten your proper ADHD because that would cost money. That's fair. That's fair. I was told that I should never do one of those are you autistic or ADHD tests on stream because it would come back bad. Did I take my meds yet? No, I forgot. Thank you for saying something. All right, Jeff, man. All right. I'm doing it. I'm getting my shit out. Calm down. Calm your titties. Take your titties and put them in the upright and calm position, please. Thank you. I am taking my medication right now. And I'm still congested. This has been fun. This has been fun to just chat with you guys. You should probably go to sleep now. Best of, have a good night. Best of luck. Thank you, Minkus, for hanging out. Yeah, we're almost at the end of stream because I do need to, like, go to the doctor in the morning. My doctor is saying, he was like, yeah, you might ADHD, but you might have to get a diagnosis. But no, I've never been diagnosed with anything. For everybody that might be questioning, nope, I am neurotypical. I'm just weird. But I think that's kind of par for the course if you're a VTuber. Like, I don't think that anyone is going to be a VTuber if you're not a little weird. Question, how much did the tibbies cost you, surgery, etc.? I got mine in 2010. I think it was like 8 grand, give or take. I actually didn't pay for it. A very generous benefactor paid for them, so I actually don't know. But I think it was around 8 grand. And then I had to have a second surgery like a year later to get some things fixed because I had some problems, and I still have some problems. But it was like 8,000 at the time. I don't know what it is now. Bottom surgery was like 26,000, which is fucking unreasonable. Fuck that shit. All right, hold on. I'm gonna take a whole bunch of meds. It is insane. Excuse me. And it might not even be covered under your insurance, depending on what your insurance is, what the laws are, etc., etc., etc. It's entirely possible that you would have to pay all of that out of pocket. Whew. Yeah, being trans is, I don't know why anyone would do this if they didn't have to. Speaking of people who have to do a thing,
just raided.
Draxton Ravener, hello, welcome in. How are you? How was your stream? What were you doing today? My name is Hnetu, your local idiot cat girl, who's doing a very short stream today because I have a doctor's appointment first thing in the morning, and it's gonna suck because I don't want to get up that mornings. I don't like mornings. I am an evening person. I am a nighttime cat girl. I am your local idiot cat girl. So that's really dumb shit. Ends up regretting it later. Who's I got like 10 minutes left. So you got 10 minutes to get comfortable. Get a snack. Get comfortable. How was your stream? What were you up to today? I hope you had a good stream. I hope you had a good time. Well, I mean, I guess I could... Sorry, I'm making an edit for a thing. Everybody go show some love. Go show some love to our raiders. Bouncing between Fallout 76 and Sniper Elite 5. Ooh, did you get any good shots in Sniper? Did you blow anybody's balls off? I hope so. That was always really cool to watch the slow-mo, snipey thing. That sounds very cool, though. I appreciate the, I appreciate the raid. Thank you so much. 4 times, actually. Nice. Nice. Very good, very good, very good. Happy for you. But yeah, thank you for coming in. I've just been chatting. Normally we would play a video game. Normally we would be playing Code Vein 2 tonight. But because of my having to get up super fucking early, I have to get up at fucking 7 and it's already 1 a.m. almost. So we just decided we would chit-chat for a bit. So we're just chit-chatting. Never been able to get past the slow-mo ball shot in Sniper Elite. You're so bad. Aw. One was 345 meters away and you play authentic? That sounds like a badass trick shot. Very cool. Very cool. I've been reading a cool book based on the Shadowrun world. It's called Shadowrun on the Rocks. It's about a former Lone Star, corpo cop, who majored in magic, trying to get his life back together after a run-in with a magic creature left his magic drained, and he death spiraled a bit. That definitely sounds like a Shadowrun type of situation. Abso-fucking-lutely. Hi, Slacker Unchained. How are you? Oh my god, I hate this fucking congestion. It's fucking killing me. Oh my god, it's fucking killing me, chat. I'm gonna die. I'm going to die. There's me dying. What the fuck? Sorry, the internet scares me sometimes. No dying allowed, but I wanna. It was a vampire that drained his essence. I didn't know you knew Shadowrun stuff. I know a little bit. I've never played it, but I am aware. I am aware of these things. I'm not some sort of silly Billy who's never been around cyberpunk bullshit. What scared me? Some very specific adult content that left me going, what? Oh no, she dead. Let's make sure. Why are you using emotes of a person who hates my guts? You cannot die, you have to outlive the assholes. You're right, Melissa, and I'm doing my best. Went to ADHA doctors to get checkout and stuff. I hate going to doctors because it's embarrassing. You also tense up in watching the slow ball shots, but remember, those fuckers deserve it. Damn right they do. Damn right they do. Ow, my face. Okay, I'll take a drink. Who hates you asking for a friend? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Water for the dying gal, but I'm gonna die! Always make sure to water your VTubers? I mean, I guess. Alright, so here's the question then, chat. Someone was asking earlier about, movies. What movies should we watch in, like, the next movie night? Yo, rose tea, nice. Thank you for that, Bats. I'm gonna blow my nose. Any genre? I mean, yeah. I hold the power to veto it, though. And if we watched it before, I will auto veto it. I will auto veto it. Also, like, we're not gonna watch, like, actual porn. I mean, Knives Out 2 is good. From Dusk Till Dawn is good. Have you seen the first Alien movie? I think we watched the first Alien movie a while ago. And I spent most of it talking about how Alien Isolation did such a good job in making sure that it was so correct, you know? Like, it was correct. All of the details were correct. All of the aesthetics are correct. Like, everything looked proper, which was really good. Like, they really studied the movie to make it right. Mouse Hunt, 1997. Oh, we should do the Rat Race movie. We should do the Rat Race movie one day. We should also watch Flushed Away. Have you guys seen Flushed Away? One shot you made 2 streams ago. The funny dude was running at me, shot him through his head and out his ass. Nice. And hit his buddy behind him. Amazing. You had the DVD for that as a kid? Rat Race is a funny movie. Flushed Away is also... Flushed Away is silly. If you've never seen it, it's so fucking weird. It's one of those movies where you watch it and you wonder if you might have done ketamine. Flushed Away is peak. So, for those who don't know, Flushed Away is a claymation animated movie made by the same people that did Wallace and Gromit. And the story is about a... Oh no, it's DreamWorks. No, it's also them. DreamWorks did part of it, and then Aardman Features, which is the Wallace and Gromit people, did the other one. I think. Some of it. Yeah. Yeah. I think. Wait. No? Maybe I'm stupid. Anyway. It looks like it's not. It's just done in the same style? I'm not sure now. Now I'm not sure. Now it just says it's animated. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just done in the same style. Maybe I'm stupid. Yes. No, apparently it is made with CGI instead of their claymation. Okay, so apparently it was because the fact that a lot of it takes place using water was because the water could destroy or damage the plasticine models. Hi, Green. Could goalie... Oh, God, Gumby. I'm getting a potential cavity thing dealt with. But yeah, apparently they used the same style, but they did it with CGI because of the water, which makes sense. Hi, Kitten Kyrie. Top Secret 84. How are you doing, Kyrie? Hi, Jazz. Welcome in. They did also make Chicken Run, yes. Oh, man, I remember Gumby. What a fucking time that was. Hi, Mita. No, we don't watch Box Trolls. Fuck that movie. Fuck Box Trolls. Oh man, Fergal is apparently getting a real life like a live action remake, which I'm not sure how I feel about. Not sure how I feel about that. But Ferngully was fantastic. How are you doing, Mita? So there's a reason that I say no to Box Trolls, and if you've seen Box Trolls, you'll understand why I say we're not going to watch that. Think about who the villain of... No, think about who the villain was. And I mean, they might be. Also, it's got Richard Ayoade in it, and he's a piece of shit. Hope I'm feeling better. I'm feeling better compared to yesterday. Not at 100% though. But if yesterday I was at 20% with 80% being my head empty, tonight I am at 80% with 20% of my head being empty. Anyway, the reason that I'm saying no to Box Trolls... Ooh, Treasure Planet is really good. To Box Trolls unequivocally is that... Yep. That's why Trogal. Is because it's I don't like the villain being a cross-dresser. That's very yeah. But what if we took the bad guy and gave him a secret where he was a cross-dresser? No. You hate how they do Hexus in the Ferngully live action. Nothing will top Tim Curry. Yeah, like there's no way to redo that, you know? Like he's too perfect. Also, the idea of making a live action for it is baffling because it... Unless they somehow manage to have the exact same environmental message, there's no way it's going to succeed in the way that they should. Right? More room for gay thoughts. You like the other stuff in the movie, but you can understand. Listen, if it weren't for that one thing, it might be a good movie, but unfortunately, well... Because, like... Hi, Matt. How are you? I think that Ferngully is... It's really weird. This is the last thing I'm going to talk about, and then I'm going to go to bed because I have to get up first thing in the morning. It's really weird to look at society today and see how many hateful, monstrous, bastardous people there are, especially people in my age group, that are selfish, short-sighted, they only care about themselves. And I don't mean that in the selfish way, I mean that in a these people wouldn't piss on you if you were on fire sort of way. They don't care about the planet, they don't care about animals, they don't care about anything except making money and destroying the world and hurting other people. Apparently there was a red blue button thing or something. What? They like to have lead or plastic in their brain or something. Titan AE was also good. But, and it's because I grew up in a time where every single one of the TV shows and movies that were coming out that were geared towards people with developing minds had a very strong message. Like, they were a little sanctimonious about it sometimes, and it could occasionally be over the top with what they were doing. But yeah, Captain Planet. Even some of the less egregious ones, like G.I. Joe having the little end of episode lesson we learned thing, right? Yeah, they grew up on the same media we did. How did they not get the message? And it goes back to things like Bambi. I make the joke occasionally of like, it was a meme a while ago. Like, none of you saw Bambi growing up, and it really shows. The people who didn't learn that if you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all, You've got people where an entire society was built around the idea that we should be stewards of the planet, we should help each other, we should recycle, we should reduce and reuse, we should care about one another and about the world around us and endangered species and animals that cannot make these decisions by themselves but are affected by the choices that we as a society make. And they grew up at the same time, and it feels like they never picked up on any of these lessons that we have. And so when we look at something about Ferngully, the Last Rainforest, the bad guy is explicitly the toxic encroachment of humans destroying the natural world, and how they cannot necessarily fight back against us and thus run to hide. Yes, in the end, they are able to defeat him and encase him in another tree, but humans were running roughshod over all of it. And would likely have continued. And did continue. And do continue. And it's so crazy when someone is like, why did you turn into such a peace-loving hippie? And it's like, I don't know, dude, where did you fuck up? We grew up watching the same TV shows. They all had the same message. Be kind to one another. Take care of the world around you. Life is precious. Money is not everything. And the bad guy was almost universally the billionaire who was trying to destroy the thing that, like, the kid protagonists loved, or the thing that they couldn't themselves. And it was about how gentrification is bad. When you have a developer come in and destroy the fucking place where, like, the parking lot, they bulldoze a kid's playground to put up a parking lot. Because it's, you know, hi Gabriel. It's baffling that we grew up with all of this media that tells us to be kind and loving and embrace community, and they grew up to be selfish pricks. What the fuck happened? That's why I went to school for wildlife biology that I no longer do, because you make more money working retail. Yeah. Listen, we should be funding the sciences, honestly. We should. The fact that we're not is a goddamn travesty. Hi, TB. I was bragging about you doing twist bones today. I'm very excited. So, yeah. You like the Rescuers? I'm gonna be real with you, chat. I'll be real with you. That kangaroo mouse from the Rescuers Down Under. That fucking accent, man. That fucking accent. Oh, that accent. Do the Tibithia Tango. Smash. Listen. Should we watch that one then? We would, if we watched The Rescuers Down Under, we would have to watch The Rescuers first. We would have to watch The Rescuers first. But yes, Jake the Kangaroo Rat's accent was just divine. Divine. Maybe we'll do that. We'll see. There's a lot of videos that we could watch from when we were kids, chat. But again, it's just baffling to think that, like, because this is what gets me. This is what gets me, right? Speaking of the cultural and environmentalist message that Fern Gully had, right? I don't think that the movie should... I don't think that they should do a live-action remake unless it has the same heavy-handed, we're destroying the planet and we need to take care of it. Because we need to return to that cultural zeitgeist of taking care of the world instead of just trying to burn it down for as much money as we can, as fast as we can. And if there is one thing that you take home from my streams, only one, is that we don't have anywhere else to go. And there are a lot of things in the world that our actions affect that cannot, in any way, shape, or form, do anything against us. Have a good day at work, Melissa. So when you are out there in the world, try to remember to do little things. Because even if there are big things, I'm gonna steal a line from Tom Cardy. Doing little things when big things exist is still a way to kick ass. I butchered the line, but it's still a thing. I'm gonna find the actual lyrics real fast. Yeah, if you don't do small things, just big If you don't do small things just because big things exist, you're on your way to crushing it. Sometimes... Yeah, if you still do small things, even though big things exist, you're on your way to crushing it. That's the correct version. Sometimes a small change can have big ripples, and it's better than doing nothing. Tom Cardy is an Australian musician. Thoughts on An American Tail? I love that one as a kid, looking back on it now that I know what it is. I didn't ever really watch the first one. I watched the second one. Five Goes West was the one that I was more familiar with. Also, great movie. Also, again, that's one of those movies that has a message. That movie has a fucking message. Take care of the world out there, chat. We only have one of them. And even if you think that maybe one day we'll get to a point where we can colonize another planet and terraform it, that is not happening in our lifetimes. It's not going to happen anytime soon. I'm sorry. It sucks. But unless you're an immortal, it's probably not going to happen anytime in your lifetime. So this is the only place we got. And so at the end of the day, if you can take actions to try and make the world a better place, not just for yourself, but for the animals around you, for the environment, and just to piss off rich bastards, do it. Do it. Do it. It's worth it. You can make the world a better place with your actions, even if they're small ones. Sure as fuck wouldn't colonize a planet for a billionaire. Yeah. Hi, Harbrom. You caught the end of the stream. We have to end early today. I have a dentist appointment in the morning. So with that note, I do have to end it early because I need to go to bed. I have to get up at 7. So I have to get up in 6 hours. So yeah, I would much rather stream the whole night. But if I do, I fear that I will sleep through my alarm and I will not get up to go see the dentist. And that would be very bad. So I'm going to find somebody to raid out to, and we're going to go say hi to somebody. And then I'm going to skiddly diddly daddle and go to sleep. Okay? I do apologize. I would love to be here longer, but real life unfortunately has to go first. And I had a choice of either canceling tonight or continuing, and I decided to continue because I didn't want to cancel. So yeah, we're gonna go raid Lexi because I can, and I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. We'll be back on Saturday for our normal stream time. Same as usual. We'll play Mouse. That's one. We'll play Mouse. And if we beat it, we'll do something else. We'll see. But yeah, make small changes, chat. It's better than doing nothing, and I believe in you. You can be the best person in the world. You can do it. You can make a difference. Okay? Copy and paste the raid message, and feel free to follow me on some of my other websites. Okay? Thank you for being a good host. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I know that it was a short stream, and I'm very sorry. I would much rather be playing video games and fucking around with Code Vein 2 tonight, but, you know. Maybe we'll watch some of those movies. Until then, hang out with Lexi, bully her relentlessly, and I will see you all on Saturday night. Enjoy the next couple of days. Keep being awesome and take care of yourselves. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.